just when we think we nailed it, right? And we're like, yeah, we got a week ahead of ourselves. You even made a joke about it in the episode when we did that. He was like, what was it? You said, oh, I mean, if Iran hasn't bombed Israel yet.
Yeah.
They did in the end.
Did that night.
Funnily enough, you called it. You literally called it, bro. And that turned out to be a big nothing burger as well.
Yeah, and apparently there was a big thing. America was like, please let Israel bomb you back just once, like as a sign of like, so they don't look like pussies. And they're like, yeah, well, no. And then everyone's like, they bombed Iran. They're like, no, they didn't.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, that didn't happen in the end, did it?
Yeah.
I know afterwards everyone was like, oh, they bombed this airport in Iran, and then Iranian people were like, no, we're good. No, it's okay.
Can't fuck with Persia, baby.
Plus, they forget that the internet exists nowadays.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
People can literally post and be like, no, we're good. So,
have you seen all the hype about them banning TikTok? It's like, if they ban TikTok, you're not allowed to talk about Palestine anymore. And it's like, bro, the whole internet's there. If they ban TikTok, you won't have the Chinese agenda as your opinion. You have to form your own. Oh, no.
Oh, no. There was even an interview or like a TikTok video, funnily enough, looking thing, with the CEO from TikTok. And he was talking about like freedom and liberties and freedom of thought, but doing it with like a proper like Asian American accent, struggling with his L's and shit. Do you know what I mean?
Freedom and liberty.
And I was sitting there like, yo, this is weird that you're saying this shit, dude.
Yeah. And then he got dragged off like that fucking what was that? Alibaba.
Yeah.
Yeah. He come back like, no, actually, all the party's good. Everyone loves the party.
But yeah, can we predict the future this week again? Who knows? But at least this is an up-to-date episode this week.
Kiev is going to fall. That's what the last big payout was about.
Well, my Kievs usually fall, like, because I tend to buy the cheap ones.
Yeah,
so
the
they,
bottom
like, collapse
falls out, the motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's
Get
it.
stuck to the pan and that.
Well,
then all the delicious fucking garlic is in the pan. Like, damn you, Kiev!
But if Kiev does fall, what's going to happen to all those nice, awesome nightclubs that are popping off over there since they've got all that cash? You see those TikTok videos or those Instagram videos?
McDonald's still open.
Yeah.
It's just still running.
Yeah.
And yet we got refugees over here.
Yeah.
Right, here's one. My mum had a refugee work for her.
Oh, yeah.
Who went back to Ukraine for laser eye surgery because it's cheaper.
Fuck off.
Yeah, brought all 7 family members that she's allowed to come over, and then took them straight back to Ukraine for eye surgery.
That's wild.
But they're in fear of their lives.
Their
eyesight isn't better yet, so you can't tell.
Well, that's what happened. They went over, got their laser eye surgery, and they were like, "Oh, actually."
Is that a Z?
Well, welcome back to Browsing History. It's not a current events podcast.
No, welcome back to Browsing Present.
Browsing the post-apocalypse, the pre-apocalypse.
I can't wait till some people quote us in like 200 years.
Yeah.
Like, these guys were all saying it was fake anyway.
And
the official narrative might have been bullshit.
And they're historians.
Yeah. Esteemed historian. It'll be like Idiocracy.
Yeah.
We'll have like paintings of us. They said, chill, bro. I wore Crocs.
Well, Crocs were in Idiocracy as well.
Yeah, that's where they got their big start. They were going to flop before they were like, these are the stupidest shoes I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Let's get as many as we can for the show. And then that kept the business going.
Oh, fucking what a great turn of events. What a fantastic turn of events.
It's getting there, isn't it?
What, to Idiocracy?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. As soon as The Rock runs for president, and I love The Rock, but as soon as he runs for president, it literally is Idiocracy.
I hate The Rock.
I know you do. You're more
There's
of a
only
Stone
one
Cold
rock. St. Peter the Rock, on which the church is built.
Is that where he got... maybe he got his name from that?
Better not. that'd be motherfucker, no. It's The Rock where he's from.
You know, Austin 3:16 says, I just kicked your ass.
Yeah.
Was made up on, like, the spot.
Yeah, because the other guy was proper preaching, innit?
Yeah.
Was it Dustin Rhodes?
Something like that. I think it was you who sent me the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like...
He's like using scripture to prove that he's going to beat him, and Austin's like, Austin 3:16, so I just kicked your ass. And everyone's like, yeah!
And after that just became Austin. Fucking amazing. Absolutely amazing. So this week at Browsing History, we're finally hitting that BC again.
Yeah.
We're finally going back to BC.
It's a long time BC as well,
It's
isn't
a
it?
long time BC. Not only that,
1203.
it's probably one of the subjects which most people, when you say history, they think of this sort of thing.
Yeah.
I've never had that massive an interest in it.
I hate it. I think it is lame and also gay.
Yeah, it's pretty lame. I mean, I could have maybe played Assassin's Creed Origins to get in the mood for it, but I didn't want to because Ancient Egypt's lame.
Yeah.
By the way, we're doing Ancient Egypt.
Oh, yeah, Ancient Egypt, by the way, guys.
We're going to be looking at today.
Fake and lame. Because, like, the pyramids are too old.
Yeah.
Everything's too old.
Yeah.
All of Egypt's made up.
Yeah. The
by
Sphinx
these
head,
cults.
that's not even his real head.
No,
You
they
know what I
carved that.
And
It
then
used to be
every
a
cunt's
lion.
arguing about it. So you're like, "Ooh, we don't even get the real story of what's cracking."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the disrespect when people show the pyramids, like, this is what my ancestors built, and then they point at Stonehenge and go, "What you swamp people made."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that was pretty hard. We weren't using slaves.
Yeah, yeah, we hodded that ourselves, boy. I've been to in the same road trip, I went to West Wales where they quarried the stone, and to, where is it, Dorset, Devon?
Yeah.
Where Stonehenge is, Somerset. But yeah, it's a mission.
Yeah, there's a big old
Even on a
fucking
boat,
one.
you got to get up the hill.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But where it was quarried,
Wales is
there's another
hilly.
little mini one.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that small. It's probably about 18 tons.
Just like a practice.
Yeah, but it's
Blueprints.
everything's sand all around it. So I think they made massive sand piles. Like, they must have stood up the rocks and made a massive sand pile, then slid the other one up the sand pile.
Oh, shit.
And then washed away the sand afterwards.
Well, they could do that. And they could get
That's
sand
my
down
theory.
in Cornwall easy. Down
That's
in
how I
Somerset.
do it.
Yeah. Well, we ain't ancient architects or ancient aliens, so who are we to know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we cheated. We got all the Greek levers and shit.
Yeah.
I'd just use a crane. That's how I do it. Wiggle my finger in the air and it would go upwards. Then I'd be like, little pinch, down a bit.
So we're as well. We're picking a lesser known Egyptian pharaoh this week because obviously our date in history this week. We got to pick something. I found some stuff about happening this week is the Pharaoh Merneptah.
Merneptah.
He had some shit going on. He was the son of Ramses II. Who's
Yeah,
the
Ramses
great Ramses.
II.
Yeah,
He's a good one.
he's like the big. If you think ancient Egypt and you're thinking of pharaohs,
Yeah.
you're thinking of Ramses. The
Chariot
boy.
fighting.
Yeah, that's it. Wearing the funky hats,
Yeah.
boats with crocodiles snapping.
Like, what they put? Was it a beard cup? Did they put a cup over their beard, or did they like just have really pointy beards that they wrapped something round?
I think they wrapped something around them, but you can never tell. Sometimes
I'd put a cup over it to keep all the sand out.
Oh, that's a good idea.
But was there even sand back then?
Yeah, well,
Because the Nile was all they were growing shit until Moses was like, "Fuck you guys, you ain't growing nothing."
some people think Merneptah is even the pharaoh from the Moses story.
Yeah, I would. Not too familiar with Egypt, but when you watch Prince of Egypt about Moses,
I know the film.
the main guy is really good.
Was it
and
DreamWorks?
then his son sucks.
Yeah, so there you go. That'd be
So,
Ramses the second, and then Merneptah. Yeah.
And the son's like, "But please, we got to
Which
keep it going."
which company made that? Was that Disney? Or was that DreamWorks?
It definitely wasn't Disney.
No, they wouldn't do that, would they?
No, it was. Might have been DreamWorks.
It's got to have been DreamWorks, right? They were the only ones making animation back then as well.
Might have been Miramax.
Shit. Who made Iron Giant?
I don't know. But the
Warner Brothers.
also,
Warner Brothers made Iron Giant.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I remember the INWB.
Yeah, not only that, he's in Space Jam too.
Oh yeah.
He's in the background just watching the match.
What's the Saudi Arabia film called?
Lawrence of Arabia?
No,
that's our
the
last
Disney one. Princess Jasmine and that.
Oh, Aladdin.
Yeah, there was a much better film
Yeah.
called Prince of Thieves before that,
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
so much better, like twice the frame rate and everything.
Really?
And they just ripped it straight off and Disneyfied
Shit.
it.
Shit.
I think that's the same company that did Prince of.
Prince of Thieves
Egypt.
did Prince of Egypt. Oh, fair play. Fair play. There must be some absolute Christian banger cartoons from the 90s and 80s. Hilarious
Yeah,
ones.
it's like 2 or 3.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, Davey.
There's some good ones out now as well on that what's it called? Angel app.
Oh, yeah.
They're
You
they're
love
like,
the Angel app.
yeah, let's stop showing our kids this bullshit and start making cartoons about David.
There was that libertarian cartoon I showed you a while ago. Do you remember about the Tuttle twins?
Yeah.
The two twins and their time traveling grandma.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
There's a guy I follow, and he's he does children's book about the about like American Dream and all that. And
Yeah.
he's got one about bears, and it's the right to bear arms. It's well good.
Fucking fantastic. So our date in history this week to do with Merneptah is the 2nd of May, 1203 BC. What birthdays you got for the 2nd of May for me, homie?
Throwback, Tokugawa Hidetada,
Oh, a little Tokugawa.
the second shogun of the Tokugawa shogunate.
So he would have been the Chavi after Ieyasu,
Yeah.
which is Toranaga in quotation marks from the Shogun series.
Oh,
Did
nice.
you watch the last episode of that yet?
No, I'm too sad about that bitch getting blown up. I'm like, that's the only reason I was watching. Unless she keeps her like that film as a nugget. Calligraphy with her teeth and that. I'm not interested.
Well, she was up to some sneaky shit you find out in the last episode.
Oh, no. I'm going to have to watch that.
Yeah,
I wasn't up for it last night.
No, get on it. It's good. It's good, but it's also like, fuck. I was gutted.
Yeah.
I won't ruin anything, but I was gutted.
I'm gutted already.
Yeah,
so it's
well,
fine.
Yeah.
Fuck that show. I'm going to watch Kingdom of Heaven on repeat again. We got Catherine the Great, 1729.
Nice.
She famously... there was propaganda about her dying while fucking a horse.
Oh, yeah. We've spoke about this before,
Yeah, but
haven't
she
we?
actually died on the toilet, which is much more honourable.
Yeah, well, way more honourable. So what? They thought she was shitting... They thought that she was taking it in the pooper from the horse, too. If she died on the toilet, it's going to be some
Well, I
sort
think
of
they
anal
just
problem.
made it up, like she's dead. Yeah, because she fucks horses.
Oh,
no.
okay. I thought maybe someone saw a gape.
No one inspected it.
I was like,
whoa, look at that.
Jesus! She was fucking horses.
She's just taking horse shits.
Who else is?
1860, Theodore Herzl.
What? Hertz rent a car?
Yeah, no, the father of political Zionism.
Oh.
He might have come up in our Zionist episode.
He came up on the Israel, and I did a rename that for the YouTube, by the way.
No, did you?
Well, just in case, I know a bunch of other podcasts I listen to is like, yeah, we can't put the name Israel or Palestine in the
No.
title without getting flagged. So I think I called it Lawrence of Arabia's Mess. What else we got?
So, Joseph Henry Woodger
Would you what?
is instrumental in like the philosophy of modern science. He was a biologist, philosopher,
Okay.
and he's a pretty
Well, that
big
says it
deal
all, doesn't it? Philosophy.
to them science boys.
He says you just said philosopher, so you're telling me it's all theories?
Yeah, 100%. It's all lies made to. It's like arrogance, pretending that we can understand God's work. And I'm against it, to be honest. That's why I don't know much about Woodger, but he's a big deal to the old science lot.
Nerds.
Those nerds that believe in planets and dinosaurs and all that crap.
Evidence? Fuck off.
And last week or the week before, we had Mr. Penn, who named Pennsylvania after himself.
Oh, yeah.
This week, 1910, Edmund Bacon, who's the city planner for Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
So it's his fault that it looks like that in Pennsylvania. And I've got two with really nice names, actually.
Go on.
1936, Engelbert Humperdinck.
Oh, what a name. British fella.
Yeah,
Yeah.
singer.
Humperdinck.
That wasn't his real
Humperdinck.
name, that was his stage name.
What?
Yeah, his name was
He
something
chose
normal.
that.
Yeah, his name was like Terry. He's like, oh no, Engelbert. And a surname for you? You're still going with Smith? Humperdinck.
British, old like 1930s, 40s British dudes were wild, bruv.
Yeah,
Absolutely
but
wild.
stands out. I haven't forgotten his name since I saw his LPs at a boot fair. And then we got Moshe Shu II,
Who's Moshe Shu II?
chief of Basutoland until British independence
Oh.
in 1966, and he became king of Lesotho.
Oh, okay.
Lesotho?
Africa, I'm guessing.
Somewhere like that.
Somewhere like one of them places.
One of them places that got independence from the British.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Free party, May 2nd. Oh
Yeah.
no, their independence there will be something else.
Still, they're welcome.
Yeah, England won the World Cup, and they're like, do you know what? You can have it back.
Worth it.
While they were drunk, they were like, can we have independence? Yeah.
Great time to ask, guys. Sure, fucking have it. We got this shiny World Cup. We're the best at football, don't you know? That's all we wanted to show the rest of the world.
Yeah.
We just wanted to be like,
Yeah.
we're fucking dope at kicking this.
Do you all
pig's
know
blood.
the rules of football by now? Yes, yes. Been drilled into us, and cricket. All right, watch this.
No, you know we're fucking awesome at it. Go about your business. Go about your
that's
business.
So there's another fun name, Sumio Iijima.
Ooh, Japanese fella.
Yeah, he's cited as the inventor of carbon nanotubes,
Ooh.
but they were observed before him. But his paper revolutionised how you use them, basically. He's like a nanotech genius of our age.
So he didn't invent the sheep's bladder, but he told us, showed us how to fuck with it.
Yeah, that's it.
Sheep's intestines, not bladder.
Yeah, if you need a nanotube, that's on you, buddy. I got a macro tube.
I got a magnum tube.
For my magnum tubes. Also, you know, you'll know him, reggae artist Judge Dredd.
Yeah, I know Judge Dredd.
May 2nd, 1945.
Nice.
Did you know he was a debt collector for Trojan Records?
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
He's
Trojan Records were dirty.
Yeah, he's a bouncer and a bodyguard as well.
Yeah.
He did security for Rolling Stones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like quite like he's been
That's
everywhere in the
pretty
music
gangster.
business.
Yeah, he's been about.
And his record sales in the 70s were second only to Bob Marley.
Nice. Yeah, Judge Dredd was sick. I always thought of him as more of a producer, but I guess he wasn't. He wasn't an individual artist. I always saw him as just making sick tracks. Like everyone forgets, like reggae and dubstep was. Yeah, you had your singers and that, but it was mainly like dub. It was mainly like the dub artists.
Yeah.
And they were just producers. Like you get a sick DJ nowadays.
Yeah.
That's what dub was.
Yeah, they
about.
played 2 tapes at the same time.
Yeah.
And then we're like,
Yeah.
Ching! Can you make it sound sparkly? Knobhead, Alan Titchmarsh.
Oh, really?
Was never a fan. Happy birthday, Alan.
Yeah, not a massive fan.
Go
This is
get-
the garden fella, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bit of an odd-looking chap, innit?
It's a creep. I don't
Yeah.
know why. He's always really put my back up.
Yeah, he's got that.
Every time they're like BBC star, known as a nonce. I'm like, I bet it's him. I bet it's Alan. No, it's not. Damn, I'll wait
Fuck
for the
it.
next one.
Yeah, he has got that Cliff Richard vibe about him, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least Cliff Richard's a Christian.
Yeah.
I don't know about Alan.
Also, though, Cliff Richard definitely a nonce, though. So
Oh yeah, big time.
yeah,
He's just high up enough
What
to
episode was
delete the hard drive before they turn up.
that's it. We had a whole conversation about it in one episode. I can't remember what episode. We definitely covered him being a nonce. So Alan Titchmarsh, definitely. He's a garden nonce. So he
Yeah.
sort of like hides in the bushes.
He's like a gnome nonce.
Yeah, gnome
He's a
nonce.
nonce with a G. Gnonce. Another fun name, John Glasscock.
Yes. Has he got a glass cock?
No, but he plays bass and keys for Jethro Tull.
Okay, nice.
Happy birthday, John. And the greatest batsman who ever lived,
Yeah.
Brian Lara.
Okay.
501 not out in first class league and
What
400
sport's
not
this?
out in international.
Batsman.
Cricket.
Oh, cricket. That could be baseball. You're saying batsman.
No, they call him batters.
Oh, they call them batters.
He's a
Alright.
batter.
Fair
Batter
play.
up.
Yeah, batter up. Yeah, fair play.
He's a
I'm with you.
chewer.
Hoa.
He's a hoa.
Hoa.
Also, that guy from the Tooth Fairy movie, Dwayne Johnson.
Oh shit! Mentioned
Happy
him earlier.
birthday.
The Rock.
Well, Dwayne Johnson.
The final boss, then. Oh shit! That's quite anti-biblical as well for him to call himself the final boss.
Yeah, that's a bit fucking the beast, isn't it?
Yeah, that is the bit of the beast. But happy birthday to The Rock. We all know what you're cooking. Pancakes, motherfucker.
Talking about 1966's success,
Go on.
we've also got David Beckham. He played for England.
Oh shit!
David Beckham and Dwayne Johnson birthday party. Imagine that.
That is
That's a lot of pizzas.
That is a lot of pizzas. That is a lizard people party, isn't it? David Beckham and The Rock. Do you reckon they have had a joint party, or do you reckon they've had rival parties?
Oh, next door neighbour parties.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who are you going to? Whose party are you going to? David Beckham's or Dwayne Johnson's?
Beckham's, he's dumb enough to rob. It's alright to take all these Rolexes. Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, I'll take them for cleaning, yeah?
Yeah, it's true. You don't want to try and rob the Rocks with Rolexes, are you?
No. Wouldn't fit my little wrists.
Wouldn't fit around my waist.
I
Try
would
and wear
go
it like
into
a
his
belt.
fucking, what's it? His bathroom cupboard though for some of his chemistry.
Oh yeah, I'll be getting them.
Oh, you get a freak neck, it just bursts out at once. You're like, oh no, waiting for the rest to catch up. Joe Wilkinson, that comedian, the beardy fella. It's his birthday.
Okay, nice.
And also degenerate Lily Allen. Her dad's cool as fuck, but I'm not a fan of her.
I'm not a big fan of her dad after all the stories of the circumstances he put her in as a young woman.
No? Well.
Yeah, but at the same time, Vindaloo.
That's a good one. And he's also in a lot of documentaries.
Yeah,
he did the documentary about Diana, Unlawful Killing.
Really?
Yeah, that's a really good one, because it just shows you, like, remember the news?
Yeah.
Remember they said they did a court case?
Yeah.
They didn't get to the bottom of it. They just said, like, yes, she was a victim. Of who? Anyway. That only covers all that stuff that come out in the court
cases, fucking news about Weinstein this week.
Yeah, he's free.
Well, not free, I found out.
They noticed all the chicks in Hollywood are getting uglier and uglier, and like, we got to fucking sort it out.
So he's not free because he's still got 12 years for a rape in LA.
Oh.
But the 20-year thing he got sentenced to in New York has been overturned.
Just for being inappropriate.
Yeah,
good.
And then... but then after they overturned that, he's still got to finish the 12 years in LA. But then he's had health problems and he's been moved out of Rikers.
Oh, no.
Of course he has. Harvey Weinstein's getting free. Bill Cosby's already free. Do you know what I mean? It's getting wild out there. And everyone's starting to think that Epstein maybe did kill himself.
Yeah.
Bad time.
Yeah. Let's just go back to normal, everyone, okay? We're not ruled by paedophiles. Everything was great, okay? Remember the late 90s? That was all right. Just let the paedophiles run things. They weren't doing too bad.
Yeah, to be fair, the noughties were pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl power.
Yeah.
Did you hear about Lily Allen, actually? She flies in first class and she has a kid flying economy.
I know. Yeah. Cunt. That is pretty bad, isn't it? Yeah, you can't be just leaving your kids out in economy.
And we had a
but
good...
if she thinks that's okay, right? So that would be an improvement on her parents' parenting. So now think about the situations that Keith Allen used to put her in.
Yeah. Yeah. Think that's bad? I used to get fingered for rolls. All you got to do is eat a shit finger roll. Mum, this isn't cake, it's just bread with icing. Oh, yeah!
You should have seen the ice in my bread got when I was your age.
Also, 1994, Owen Daniel Doole.
Who's this, a Welshman?
Yeah, gold medal track cyclist.
Oh, nice.
He's the first Welsh-speaking medalist.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think he got gold at Rio, 2016.
He didn't only speak Welsh, though, let's not lie, bruv. He just spoke Welsh, he could.
Yeah.
It was his second language, no doubt.
But think about how ancient that language is.
It's pretty old.
Must have been raped out of them and bullied and slaved out of them for so many years that you've only just got an Olympian.
Look, if you're going to be bordering an island which is soon to be the greatest empire in history, sorry, guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
Sorry, guys.
It is hard work. They needed a lot of coal and steel for that empire.
We did. And a lot of, like, stocky Welshmen to throw at other people.
Yeah.
What else? You got any events for 2nd of May?
Oh, we got Princess Charlotte as well.
Oh, Princess Charlotte?
We got the death of Da Vinci.
Oh, shit.
Death of Franz von Papen.
Oh, we could have done a Da Vinci episode and talked about his code.
Yeah. That would have been too long.
It would have been far too
boring. J. Edgar Hoover's death.
Okay.
Bin Laden's death.
Hoover used to wear the dresses, didn't they? Was it Hoover?
We've done this before and we've been called out on it. Anyway, his name is J. Edgar Hoover and that's all. Bin Laden, he wore a dress. He was famous for a really long dress.
So if it's the day of his death, it's the day that the SWAT team sent him. Does that mean it's also the same day that John Cena announced it before President Obama?
Yeah, it's the famous WrestleMania announcement. Was it WrestleMania or just a regular show?
I don't know. It might have just been like a Raw or something. But still, that's dope.
John Cena's like, "We done it, boys!" Popped up his famous salute.
And I think at the same time, The Rock tweeted before President Obama spoke as well. So it's like, who's talking to these wrestlers? Yeah. What cabal are these wrestlers hanging out with?
Yeah, you know. Also, the day of Anne Boleyn's arrest.
Oh, shit. Yeah, shout out.
1611, the King James Bible was published. Charles II grants permanent charter to Hudson Bay Company, opening up the fur trade in America.
I know people love the King James
1670.
Bible, but I just got a problem with a Bible edited by a king.
Yeah, exactly. It actually takes out the bit that's like, fuck kings.
Yeah.
So it's not up to rich people and princes to tell you what to do. And he's like, no. Is there a better translation for that? How about just delete that? Put something about being gay and eating grapes. But yeah, he deleted like I think there's 66 Protestant books in the Bible and 73 in the Catholic Bible.
Oh, really?
So it's like Maccabees and all that just got taken out. Like, nah, not relevant.
Yeah.
Probably says something about not getting divorced.
I can't help but think that means even like certain lines, like apparently Jesus saying, "Give unto Caesar that belongs to Caesar," was maybe putting in there when Christianity became a religion of the Roman Empire.
No, the whole quote is, "Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and give to God what belongs to God."
Okay.
Because he was getting challenged by the Romans. Like, are you protesting against the Romans? And he's like, no, Caesar deserves what Caesar deserves.
Yeah.
And give to God what God deserves.
But he didn't on the slide tell him that he's backstage saying, Caesar don't deserve shit, boy. Caesar don't deserve nothing.
Well, he deserves what he deserves, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Deserves
Gets what he gets.
Fucking hanging.
What else we got for 2nd of May? Or is that our 2nd of May events?
We got 82nd Airborne. Who, the 552nd Field Artillery Division.
Yeah.
Who were, I think, segregated, so it was a black division.
Oh, okay.
They liberated Vubelin Camp.
Okay. Good on you, lads.
They intercepted marching prisoners and eventually liberated Dachau.
Oh, nice. Go on, lads.
1945.
Good
and
fellas.
1986, Chernobyl evacuated.
Oh, shit.
6 days after the meltdown.
Fuck.
Yeah, boy, got some web feet down there, boy.
Yeah. I guess actually, because in the first 6 days you're going to have to hunker down, aren't you, actually? That makes sense.
Yeah, true, curl up in a ball. Get under a desk.
Get under a desk and stay there. Hope that you don't grow mutations.
What do you wash them with?
Hope you do.
We need to know this.
We
do
do.
Like the decontamination people that come along in the suits and spray
yeah.
What are they spraying with and where do you get it?
Yeah, it's true.
We might need some of that.
I've already been trying to figure out, like, in my flat building, where if I did have to venture out, who to eat first. If you did have to venture out, where do you start pouring yourself the water and taking your clothes off to go back inside to your quarantine there? Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out an airlock system.
Yeah, that's what porches are for, I think.
Yeah.
Porches are a conspiracy for rich guys to have decontamination zones.
Is that all of our 2nd of May?
Yeah, 1986, Chernobyl.
Nice, Chernobyl.
Why don't you buy Russian underwear?
Chernobyl fallout. I thought it was Ukrainian underwear. Is Chernobyl? Yeah.
I don't recognise them. They're part of Russia. I always have been, always will be. Now, it all started in 500 BC.
Did you see the president of Mongolia's answer to when Putin was saying all that stuff?
Yeah, it's like, okay, so Russia's Mongolia then, yeah? Is it under the blue sky? It is, isn't it?
I've got a statue that'll fucking tell you what for on that, lads. So have you got anything going on? Because this must have been difficult. What's going on in the world around about 1203 BC? I'm guessing we're going to have to just narrow it down to like 1000 BC.
Well, no, I've gone 13th century BC and 12th century BC. It's quite a lot because it's all
really?
the like Babylonians, the Hittites, and everything.
Nice, go on.
Shang dynasty is flourishing in
China,
like 1300 BC, so about 100 years previous to this Egyptian chappie. They're making new settlements by the Yangtze Basin.
Have they made paper by it?
Oh, they must have done. We'll never know because it's so secretive.
So secret.
Even if they wrote it down, we wouldn't know because we didn't have paper yet. But they organised their armies in for infantry and archers in companies of 100 men plus 5. So it would be 200 men, 100 men archering, 100 men infantry, and 5 chariots.
So what are they claiming? Like they're some of the first chavies to organise like this?
Yeah.
Rather than just having a rabble of boys being like, let's go.
So big man, what's his name? Ramses II.
Yeah.
Not in 1274 BC.
Yeah.
He had the Battle of Kadesh, Hittites versus Egyptians.
Ooh.
So heavy losses on both sides.
Yeah.
But it's the earliest pitched battle recorded with like known tactics.
Oh, really?
It's the largest battle involving chariots.
That's gangster. That must have been cool to see.
Yeah. So Ramses had like this heroic burst through the enemy lines or whatever, just as he thought all was lost.
Yeah.
But then eventually retreated.
Oh, okay.
And then they didn't have the men because everyone was fucked. It was a big old battle.
Big battle.
They didn't have the men to actually siege Kadesh.
Oh shit.
But the Ramses had mobile like 2-man chariots, faster
really?
and more mobile than the Hittites who had 3-man chariots.
Yeah, of course, a little bit more nimble, a little bit quicker.
And the Hittites are quite interesting, like
Well, you don't need. What do you need 3
civilization.
chavvies on a chariot for as well, though? You only really need 2. One for driving, one for pinging.
Yeah, but one either side maybe of the driver.
What, double pinging?
Yeah, or 2 swords.
Maybe they had like a rally guy. So like they had a guy.
Oh yeah, it was like
rallying
soft
the
left 30. Bumps ahead.
Oh, you've gone over a corpse there. That's definitely a Hittite body.
But yeah, the Hittites,
Yeah.
they couldn't translate their stuff for ages, the archaeologists.
Yeah.
Because it's all in cuneiform, like these ancient languages.
Cuneiform text.
Yeah, but it's a Germanic language. So they try and
Ooh.
translate it by everyone else's standards, like they don't match up. None of these verbs are the same, and it's like Germanic sounding.
Ooh.
So they might be the OG white boys.
They might be the OG white boys. Where is about the Hittites from? The Middle East.
Yeah, like Iraq, Babylon, all that, the Holy Land sort of area.
That's where some people used to believe that Aryanism came from.
Yeah.
So they might be the
Aryan
Hittites.
mountains. The
Yeah.
Celts are all from there as well. The Celts
Damn.
come from North India.
Damn.
So that's something, talking about Welsh people getting sent for the empire.
Yeah.
There were
They're just
Welsh
getting sent
boys that
home.
would talk Welsh in India,
Yeah.
and they realised they could understand some of the Hindi dialects
Oh shit.
in North India, yeah.
That's
very
so
similar.
weird, isn't
The
it?
numbers 1 to 10 are exactly the same.
That's gangster. That's so odd. I mean, not odd. It's a clear sign of how humans like fucking went out from the central continent.
Yeah, that's it.
That's amazing. That really is.
Yeah, they're all from Africa straight up.
Yeah. Or unless you're all from one China.
One China.
They've been apparently, so according to a podcast I listened to, they've been going around to like natives tribes and being like, yeah, you guys were originally Chinese. We came across the Barren Land Strait.
Yeah. That's
Rude.
something to do with that's how they're claiming up Chinese at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're going like, Chinese brothers,
Yeah.
like, uncontacted tribes.
Yeah, and then going around and being like, look what the white man did 200 years
Yeah.
ago.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But they're also from China, so don't worry about them. But yeah, the 12th century, so after this period, is the late Bronze Age collapse around the Mediterranean, like the Egyptian area.
That makes sense.
The
Do you
Near
know,
East.
about the late Bronze Age collapse? One of the reasons being?
The Sea People.
The Sea People.
Yeah, so I got that as well. The Sea People are at large until 900 BC.
Yes, nice.
And I like the whole mystery of them.
Yeah, we don't know, do
Yeah,
we?
they're just the Sea People. I don't want to dig into it at all.
No.
They're just random Sea People.
Yeah, and they destroyed loads of Bronze Age cultures and like societies.
Just turn up, fucked it, and left for
Yeah.
no reason.
Yeah, no reasons at all. And it's all, and nobody knows. There's no recording of possibly what heritage they are or anything. People just know them as sea people,
Yeah.
aliens from the sea, bro.
Or time travelers. They just have a slightly better boat
Yeah,
and cannons.
yeah. Maybe Viking time travelers because they were a bit of a sea people.
Yeah, they suck though.
Yeah, but they were
Pagans.
They were sea people though. First chavies in America, apart from the Chinese.
True. But Phoenicians founded Lisbon in 1200 BC.
Are they the Venetians?
Yeah, and they got the Phoenician alphabet in 1100 BC.
Oh, I'm thinking Venetians. Venice.
Oh, no,
Phoenicians with the PH.
Phoenician.
A few Venetians like coming about, having a little renaissance, being hoity-toity with their art and coffee. I don't think they were there.
1194 BC is the Trojan War as well, apparently.
Oh shit! Yeah,
When all the kings died is around this time.
yeah.
They swapped over power, all the Trojans.
That horse must have been a fucking stink fest, bruv.
Oh, you know.
You know what I mean?
Imagine
Protein
them
farts because you're all warriors and soldiers, and you got to suck them all in as well because you can't let out loud fart.
Imagine the giggling. Like, there's just going to be one clown in there, innit?
Yeah.
Like, we're in the horse, and everyone's like...
Could you imagine if someone let rip just like the slightest, quietest fart? You hear someone outside the horse being like, "Did that horse just fart?" Yeah, just trying to stop the giggle there, bro.
Okay, let's go and take them. Everyone out.
Maybe that's why they come out. One person just let a big rip, and someone was like, "I can't hang in here anymore, lads.
Yeah,
this is it. We're out. We're out now."
It smells like sea people in here, boy.
So let's get going with the story of the. Is that what you got for that
More or
area?
less, yeah. And the Hittites collapsed
Nice.
same sort of time as the Trojan War.
Oh, fair play. Fair play. So let's get into the great Pharaoh Merneptah, right? He's an elderly man when he gets into power.
Long face, I noticed.
Yeah, he has got a bit of a long face. Evil. People sometimes class him as an evil chavvy. There's some Total War game. I love a bit of Total War. Total War 2, Shogun, one of the greatest video games ever made. Sick. But there's a Total War Pharaohs, and it's all around Merneptah and like the end of Merneptah's reign. And so he's an elderly geezer, right? But he's regarded as having like a strong rule, and his legacy's pretty big as well, right? He came to power around 12.
Big statue guy.
Big statue guy. He came to power around 1224 BC. You know, it's hard to tell with all this type of shit when it's BC, right?
I hate when it goes backwards, man. I'm like,
Oh.
1300s. Oh, that's too late. No, it's too early. It's too early. It's
When
too
I
late.
first wrote the notes, like the information I was getting was like this many years after his reign, and then I was writing it like we would normally write dates, and then I was like, what the fuck's going on here? Get to another bit of notes later on, and the date's different. I'm like, these numbers are fucking with me here. And then I was like, oh yeah, BC.
That's why I did 1200s and 1300s, just to cover all bases.
Cover all the areas.
Something happened either somewhere.
So like I said, we mentioned earlier, yeah, he was the son of Ramses II. Here's the thing.
Ramses' revenge. Sick.
He wasn't the second. He wasn't even the second or even the eldest son of Ramses. He was Ramses' 13th kid.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro.
Right, it was back in the day. They're not all making it.
That's exactly why.
And
So-
Moses has already fucked with them. They probably didn't have lamb's blood on their door, dog.
They didn't have none of it, bruv. But so here's the thing,
The
right?
plague got them.
Exactly that was Ramses ended up, even though he was the 13th son, he was the only one who survived to the end of Ramses' reign.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Was he just old or?
Ramses had reigned for a long fucking time. Like I said, even when Merneptah takes power in 1224 BC, he's an old boy.
Yeah.
He's an old boy when he takes power. So
Ramses was good at war, so all the other sons were probably at war. And
Probably
he was
at
at
war with
home
him and getting
fucking
captured.
playing dreidel and that.
Yeah, that's it. His mum was the second major wife to Ramses, a queen named Iset Nofret, or Isis the Beautiful. So his man was a weapon, bruv. Man was a bit of a looker.
Beautiful Isis.
Beautiful Isis, bruv. So, yeah, 13th is fucking absolutely mental to be the 13th son. Ramses, though, had like loads of wives, dozens of sons and daughters during his long reign. So King Ramses ended up reigning Egypt for 65 years.
It don't rain in Egypt, mate.
I don't know, there's water erosion on the Sphinx. Let's
Oh shit! It was Ramses.
So, yeah, 65 years is pretty impressive. Is that
Yes.
longer than Lizzie?
Maybe.
Lizzie did a while.
Yeah, I think she did like 80 years though.
Yeah, she did a while. I think she was
had,
like second
purple
longest monarch of
and a
history, wasn't
diamond.
she? Yeah, second longest monarch of history, I'm pretty sure it was. So, obviously, with that long in power in Egypt, everyone's being like, yo, this geezer's favoured by the gods. Ramses is loved by the gods. Everyone's thinking that.
And then Moses showed up. You turned sticks into snakes. Didn't think so, bitch.
And going through 12 sons in 65 years is pretty wild.
Yeah,
That's
that's a lot of frontiering.
yeah, it's a lot of frontiering, bruv. So, Prince
52.
Merneptah
Oh
ends
no,
up
she did 70.
70.
52 to 2022.
She did 70. So
Yeah.
Ramses only did 5 years left. That's pretty damn impressive.
Not bad.
You know what I mean? For BC,
Yeah.
for like
No dental
possibly
care.
getting sand in your butthole killing you.
Yeah.
65 years.
But you
is a
also
long
ain't
time.
got like pesticides and lead and all
Yeah,
that
it's
shit
true.
to kill you.
Yeah, it's true.
I was listening to, I don't like, do you know, Spotify just plays stuff after you've been listening
Yeah.
to something.
Yeah.
I was listening to like a vaccination podcast when I woke up. And it was like, whoa, shit. They did a number on us. Like DDT and polio,
Yeah.
they're like the same shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're getting DDT in their veins and that.
Oh, damn. Yeah, but then if I
Something
can look
like
at the
that. I was
ingredients of an
sleepy.
apple. You look at the ingredients of an apple. That's got some shit in it nowadays.
Nah, not DDT. Not anymore.
No, I mean, yeah, not anymore. Asbestos maybe, but DDT, no.
Yeah, that's just the box. Don't eat the box.
So Ramses II's son, Prince Merneptah, means beloved of Ptah or Ptah. Ptah. And Ptah is the great creator deity of ancient Egypt. He's especially prominent in the royal city of Memphis in the north, and also in the necropolis of Giza and Saqqara.
That's because all life started in America and they went over to Egypt to name everything
shit.
after American cities.
So Ptah, obviously being the creator deity, he's like one of the major deities of Egypt.
Yeah.
By the way, that point you just made points to the bigger subject of America's got the laziest named places in the world.
Yeah, there is. It's just like, well, there's loads
it's
of
so big
Rochesters.
they ran out of British names. New York, you know what I mean? Rochester.
Yeah, New York. It used to be New Amsterdam as well.
It was,
That's
exactly.
even lazier.
That is even lazier. To the point where even when they ran out of names of English or European places, they had to go, fuck, we might have to start naming it after Egyptian places, lads. Memphis.
Yeah. Well, there's loads of that because that's all the eclipse people were going crazy.
Oh, really?
Because the old biblical stuff is about like cities in Egypt and cities in the Middle East, and they're all named after that anyway.
Named after that anyway, so that's why they was throwing their nut about. Oh, fair play.
Did
fair
Ptah
play.
have a animal head or not? I think he was the man-faced one, wasn't he?
He may have been. I don't know if Ptah had a...
I think it was the sons that all had animal heads.
Yeah.
Horus was a hawk.
Yeah.
He was the son of the wind.
What was their crocodile geezer called? He was there of their death,
Oh,
wasn't
he's
he?
a good one.
He's a pretty good...
Crockhead.
Yeah, Crockhead, bro.
Who's the other one? The big crane. Everyone claims they meet him.
Yeah, then you got the dog, Anubis.
Anubis, yeah.
Anubis.
Cannabis.
So worship of Ptah actually is like one of the oldest gods that ancient Egypt worshipped. Goes all the way back to like the earliest phases of Egyptian history. So a name like Merneptah, beloved of Ptah fucking loves this chavvy. It's a pretty strong name, do you know what I mean? Pretty good, strong name. And so this almost like makes a good description for this prince as well. His father finally dies in July. His father Ramses II finally dies in July 1214 BC, and even before that, right, Merneptah had been the heir to the throne for 10 years. So he was sitting there waiting to take over for 10 years, bruv. It's a long.
Yeah.
That's got to be long. That's
much.
longer than Charles's wait, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, no, Charles was waiting since the 90s. Charles has had a long old wait.
Yeah.
Lizzie's always been old and decrepit.
Yeah, and half the time he thought Philip was going to take it, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Everyone thought it was, fucking...
King Philip.
Mate, that would have been King Lizard Man himself.
Yeah, that would have been sick.
He was pretty rude. He was funnily rude, wasn't he?
Yeah, wasn't he a National Socialist?
Was he?
Don't know, he can throw out whatever, now he's dead. He can't defend himself. He was a Nazi lizard.
I don't think he is dead, bro. I'm pretty sure they put his...
Yeah, he shot him into Kate Middleton for sure.
Yeah, they definitely put that Lizard Man inside Kate Middleton. That's why she's got that problem.
Yeah.
So by the point that Merneptah takes over, he's already, like I said, he's already a late old boy. He's possibly in his late 40s, bro.
Oh, shit, son.
Yeah.
So he's like end of life, really, for them days.
Especially back then, right? Really is. And, so we know that as well because his mummy survives. They found his mummy, bro. Not his mum.
His mummy survives. I was like, the hot one.
No, his wrapped up spooky mummy.
No, spook.
Yeah, it's proper spook.
He didn't jump up and chase anyone then.
No, he ain't chasing Scooby about.
Legit mummy.
He was
eyes.
preserved in a cache, a secret reburial of royal mummies. So, like, rather than being in his tomb,
it's in the secret one. So when they try and raid it, they just get cursed instead of getting any treasure.
that's it. So, like, Amenhotep the second. In the 21st dynasty, they had been reburied in Amenhotep II's tomb by the 21st dynasty high priest of Amun during some dude named Simon's reign to protect them from tomb robbers.
Okay.
So they've been shifted about. They never. Did you know this is a nice little ancient Egypt fact? Talking earlier about us being like, well, nobody knows nothing really. Like it was all arguing. Do you know they've never found a mummy in a pyramid?
Yeah, because they're fucking aquifers for producing energy.
Yeah, like they've never. They always found them in tombs, the Valley of the Kings, and things like that, all in little caches, all smuggled into the same tombs. When you think of pyramids and the way we're brought up, and no one told you this in history class or anything.
Yeah, it did.
The way culturally, the way that we culturally are taught is that you find fucking pharaohs and mummies in pyramids, and that the pyramids were tombs for these.
Yeah.
And it turns out, no, none of them were coaching in there.
Not at all.
It's fucking wild.
They used to glow and shit. They were like lighthouses for UFOs.
They were white at one point, weren't they?
Yeah, white limestone with gold caps.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, Merneptah, son of Ramses, he was among this great collection. And scientific studies of his body, including X-rays and CT scanning, have placed his age at around about 50 when he did become king. So late 40s as well. Oh, shit. Yeah, bruv. And in ancient times, 50 years...
That's a lot of shit.
That's pretty fucking impressive, 50 years, you know what I mean?
But they also... Like, if you look back through the Egyptian catalogues, there was, like, kings that reigned for 1,000 years. Yeah. So I think they can't count.
Yeah. Yeah, well, like, there's old god Babylonian kings and that who have said to have lived and reigned for hundreds of years, isn't there? I wonder if they're just talking about dynasties, though. Because the whole idea that is you are your father and you're taught from your father's ideology. Yeah, so
and that. Unbroken line for hundreds of years or whatever, maybe. Yeah,
it could be that. Just retards mistranslating shit. But the average life of someone making it out of childhood back then was roughly about late 30s to mid 40s. So geezer hitting 50.
Yeah, that's Illuminati as fuck.
Innit?
Everyone else was slaves, or he lived the high life.
Exactly it, right? So, like, the royals and the wealthy members of society had access to a better diet and more sophisticated medical treatments. I've got some little ancient Egyptian medical treatments for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, bruv.
Fag smoke up your arse and that.
Lizard blood.
Oh.
Lizard people, we said. Yeah. They used to use lizard blood. Dead mice.
Transfusions. Dead mice?
Dead mice. Munch on a dead mouse.
Oh, you just munch it?
But I don't know if you munch on it, but...
I'd use it as a suppository.
Just to soak up anything leaking. Yeah. Mud and mouldy bread were used.
Well, that's antibiotics.
Yeah, that's it. It's not bad on the mouldy bread, is it? There's a pretty good shout on that. Yeah, but sorry, all of those were used as topical ointments and dressings.
Oh, nice. So you just put a dead mouse on it?
Yeah, just wrap it in a dead mouse.
Like, you know, when you get a black eye, people call it a mouse.
Yeah,
like in boxing. They just put an actual mouse on it. Like, that'll be sorted in a couple of days. And looks like a mouse, put a mouse on it. What does that look like? Lizard blood? Yeah.
Or just someone coming over and rubbing a dead mouse on you. Be like, yeah, I'll fix it.
Do you know lamb's blood is actually anti-venom?
Is it really? That's pretty gangster.
Blood of the lamb, homie. There's power in the blood.
Well, which religion is this then? Because women were sometimes dosed with horse saliva as a cure for impaired libido.
Just gotta go make out with the horse, and then you'll see what you got at home.
Maybe horse girls were a thing back then as well.
Yeah. You know? Or no, it's like a if you don't want to kiss me, go kiss the horse.
Ooh.
That'll show you how good you actually got it.
Yeah,
some bitches out here kissing horses.
Yeah, it's true. Or like Queen Charlotte, fucking horses.
Yeah, Queen Charlotte did.
So most disgusting of all, Egyptian physicians used human and animal excrement as a cure-all remedy for diseases and injuries. Oh, you break your leg, rub some shit on it.
It's like the pseudo cream back then. Just put some shite on it. Got a burn, shite. Got a spot, shite.
It's like a wet paper towel, isn't it?
Yeah,
When you're in school, you know yourself at school, I'll just rub some shit in it.
I remember my mate broke his leg and they're like, do you want a cold compress? And then they're like, can you ride home?
Rub some shit on it, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I'd rather
That's coming up next.
At least like a good dung would go hard, make a cast.
Make a cast, yeah. According to 15,000 BC's Ebers Papyrus, donkey, dog, gazelle and fly dung were all celebrated for their healing properties and their ability to ward off bad spirits. Yeah, because it stinks. Yeah. It's warding off everyone, bruv.
Bad spirits are all posh and hoity-toity.
They really got a keen sense of smell. So while these repugnant remedies may have occasionally led to tetanus and other infections, they weren't entirely ineffective. Because researchers shows that microflora found in some types of animal dung contain antibiotic substances.
Like Yakult.
Yeah. They were just pouring the Yakult on themselves. But that's pretty wild that, you know, obviously some people are getting shit diseases from rubbing shit in them. But really, there's something a little bit to it.
Yeah, but how mental do you have to be to figure that out? That's what I always think about history.
Yeah. Like, who was the first person to rub shit on themselves and be like, yeah, this is working.
It's worked. It won't work for everyone, though, I'll tell you. Just me. Get me some more shit to rub in my skin, please. Could you take a shit right on me?
And also, like, what shit are you trying first? So here's the thing.
Gazelle dung, nah.
Yeah, exactly.
Donkey dung, ooh,
this one's working.
It feels warm.
Yeah, or did someone try and you've got to have tried the first one, like whichever one they tried first must have worked.
Oh yeah,
then
to
you would
be
try
like,
other shit.
Yeah, true.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Or was he just fucking certain about it, like recent scientific theorists? So no, it's definitely working.
It's definitely
Find
working.
a shit that gets rid of scabs now. There's evidence to support that gazelle shit might work. There's a whole school of donkey shit is the best.
We've got this thing we've been using on horses and other people for years, but we're going to try this new shit. This unexperimental shit which we ain't tried yet.
Yeah, you got to sign a waiver before they rub a different animal's shit on you. Are you willing to take part in a study?
Oh, you're not willing? Well, you're not allowed to work. You're not allowed to travel. So, logically, Merneptah's reign wasn't going to be long if he took power at 50.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a long old one. He declared his public...
Long old face, short reign.
Short reign. He declared his public identity as the, quote, strong bull who rejoices in Ma'at, is the ancient Egyptian word for truth, justice, the natural order of things, and the world or reality that the gods have established. Ma'at, in short, is the way things are supposed to be.
Martin Short?
Martin Short. No, Ma'at, M-A apostrophe A-T. So, Ma'at. Ma'at. But yeah, he declared himself the strong bull. I'm a strong bull.
I'm a strong bull
who rejoices in Ma'at.
Philadelphia boy.
Yeah, proper. The young bull. The systems and rules established by the divine creators, maintained by the pharaohs and part of all society. Ma'at was also a goddess, a personification of the idea of a divine figure. So she was pretty important.
Woman god. Pussies.
Well, here's the thing. Merneptah also called himself he who satisfies Ma'at.
Oh, blasphemy.
So he also called himself the one who acts powerfully against the land of Chemahu, or Libya, the golden falcon, the Lord who is feared and great of majesty, the king of southern and northern Egypt, the soul of the ram of Ra, beloved of the gods, the son of Ra, Merneptah, beloved of Ptah, he who satisfies Ma'at. And this is just an example of only 5 of his royal names.
Now the fucking Afrocentrists are making sense. I think maybe this dude was definitely an African American.
Well, how many nicknames?
I'm a golden eagle of Libya. I'm a killer from Manila, thriller of all things, Ptah and Mana.
He's like the first ever bragging rapper.
Yeah.
That's where brag rap comes from, all from Merneptah. 2 of Merneptah's royal names, though, are pretty significant. His throne name, the king of southern and northern Egypt. The soul of Ra, or powerful for Ra, and beloved of the gods, because it connects the king specifically with the sun god Ra. And it presents Merneptah as a powerful individual who perhaps carries the strength of the sun and god in his day-to-day role and fucks goddesses.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big
brag. I think he might be lying, dog.
I don't know.
And how did they react to eclipses?
Freaking out.
I fucking love the sun god. Why are you sad? Oh no!
I think they knew about eclipses, maybe, because all their fucking pyramids line up with astrological shit, didn't they?
No, I didn't know shit. They just buried dudes in there. None of that matters. If it lines up, that's just a coincidence. If every single last pyramid on the planet lines up, it's just a big coincidence.
No,
Enoch didn't do nothing.
None of it. In other words, he was a king who maintains order, he was claiming, with all of these titles.
Yeah.
I keep this shit on locked.
Golden eagle of rules.
That's it, yeah.
I'm the spread eagle of spreadsheets.
Of course, things were always a bit more complicated than that, and Merneptah's reign was anything but peaceful, bruv. When his father died and he inherited power, Merneptah became the new king of southern and northern Egypt. He also inherited the Egyptian Empire. Like we said earlier, Ramses had a bit of an empire going.
Yeah, it was all the way up to from Lebanon, Syria, Libya.
Yeah,
it was spread right out.
Spread right out, bruv. Proper lay down in the bed and starfished out in the Middle East.
Big time. Well, Mediterranean, his fingers are only just on the Middle East.
Yeah, fair.
He's got it all.
To the south...
Till the sea people.
To the south, the pharaohs had conquered Nubia, modern-day Sudan.
Ooh.
So the Egyptians had gone and got themselves a few hard labour workers.
Yeah.
Down in Nubia. And they exploited its golds and mine.
And they made it into Kemet.
Yeah.
And they didn't progress at all after that.
But they were exploiting the gold. They were snatching the gold for their fancy wigs. Cattle herds.
UFOs.
They were loving a bit of beef, getting them cattle up. And it's obviously many different trade links from the rest of Southern Africa. Don't know what they were trading, but...
Yes, well, there's definitely a lot of cow shit. Imagine discovering those African tribes that just use the cows for their blood and their shit.
Yeah.
Like the ones that shower with their piss.
Well,
and be like, what are you doing with that cow? It's my shower. It walks around, keeps the water warm. Oh, yeah?
But then at the same time, they
Doesn't it look large and delicious? No.
Well, if the ancient Egyptians were using it for medicine, they were probably like, oh, these boys might be onto something.
Yeah, true. What about the piss? It's ridiculous. Piss can never be medicine.
To the west, the pharaohs had subjugated the Libyans, which we spoke about earlier with Ramses. A loose tribal confederation of people who made their home amid the oases, grasslands and deserts of the Great Sahara.
OG Berbers.
No haircuts going on, though.
No barbers.
No barbers.
Or Berbers, boy.
To the east, the Sinai Peninsula was abundant in copper and turquoise, valuable minerals for the military, and looking fancy as shit.
Yeah, boy.
Bit of turquoise up in you. Even the fucking Indians love that, bruv.
Yeah, turquoise is a big one.
Yeah.
So blue.
Yeah, very blue. And to the north, the patchwork kingdoms of Canaan, Syria, and even Cyprus had all bowed before the pharaohs at one time or another.
Shit, son.
They got far, bruv.
Egyptian Cyprus.
Yeah, they got pretty far. The rulers of these areas, though, they were petty, jealous kings who could not hold sway over their own lands, and so mighty kings like Ramses II, Seti I, and Thutmose III had crushed the Canaanites and Syrians underfoot. And Merneptah inherited the political situation, so he's now got to deal with all these shitty kings, bruv. But by the time he came to power, things had changed. Once Egypt, fucking ruled all this shit like it was the Mac Daddy of all this land, right? But then in the late
So you see my glowing pyramid from here, you bitch.
Look at this shit. Now give me your gold, because I'm going to make it shinier.
Yeah, we need to polish the old pyramid top.
I've got to polish the tip, lads. Not letting it fire off. In the last years of the 13th century, envious eyes watched these provinces and slowly but surely drew plans against the fucking Egyptian Empire.
Oh, no.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, well.
Many pharaohs before him, Merneptah was as much a war leader as he was a ruler. Early in his reign, he sent armies to the north to stamp out a rebellion in Canaan. Fucked the Canaanites.
Fucking hate the Canaanites, mate.
So did Merneptah, bro. He got a little bit in common. They're fucking up Canaanites. For life. 1209, the king's troops marched into those lands 5 years into his reign to assert his authority and crush any who resisted. The king also sent an army to the south. Supposedly the Nubians, the land of Wawa and Kush, had tried to rise up in rebellion.
West.
Wawa, Kush. Do you reckon he smoked the Kush in Kush? But yeah, so they sent down a rebellion, fucked up there. Merneptah's forces crashed that. He described a victory as follows, quote, "The hot blast from his mouth has gone against the land of Wawa. They are destroyed at one blow."
Wawa.
What? He just turned up and gave him a little, what? Whew,
And they're like,
with his
ooh, that's a spicy breath.
That's funky breath, bro. They had no heirs left, for they have been carried off to Egypt. Their chieftains have been set on fire in the presence of their families. As for the remainder, some of them had their hands cut off because of their crime, and for others, their eyes and ears were removed, and they were taken to Cush, far to the south. Shit slaves if you're trying to sell them.
Not much has changed in that part of the world, though, is it?
Yeah, right. Taking eyes, ears, and hands, and
eyes
selling
and
slavery.
thieves' hands, and everyone's a slave. Look, wait a minute.
Hold up a minute.
Was Islam regressionist?
They were made into piles in their settlements. Never again will Cush repeat rebellion, and evil befalls anyone who attacks the king.
So he invented concentration camps, not Kitchener.
Oh, arguably. Yeah, arguably. Except I don't know if Kitchener was cutting eyes out and hands off.
Oh,
That was more of a Dutch thing.
Yeah, that's Leopold's.
So, but, you know, Merneptah was a pretty brutal traveller, right?
Mm.
The same would be true for Merneptah's great enemy. Those were people of the West, commonly known as the Libyans.
What you eat?
He hated Libya, bruv. He wasn't a Gaddafi fan at all.
No, I haven't liked them since fucking Back to the Future, to be fair.
Yeah,
They shot the dog.
they did shoot the dog. Yeah, to be fair, Libyans ain't all that. And those open slave markets nowadays.
Crashed a plane in Scotland as well, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Rude chavies, bruv.
Televised the execution of their king.
He shoved a knife up his pooper.
Yeah, right on Sky News, brother. I remember it.
Yeah. I
You're
remember
like, wait
seeing
a
his
minute.
face like, oh, that's the face of someone getting a knife up their booty hole.
Yeah. They're all sad about fucking the hanging of Saddam's sons and that. They wouldn't
Yeah.
show that on TV.
Yeah,
But the live footage of fucking Gaddafi getting murdered was for everyone.
that's it.
3 p.m.
Gaddafi getting fucking pegged by
Yeah.
by a buoy.
The steely peg of the law. Over to you at the studio.
The shock in his face as well.
Yeah, mate, he would be.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think most people would be. Didn't they find him in a sewer grate as well or some shit?
Yeah.
Like a little tunnel.
Same as like the Saddam Hussein. He's like, I've got a hole with an air hole. We're fine. I'll be here all day.
Just waiting.
Yeah.
Yet Bin Laden had Final Fantasy 7 and porno in his
Yeah.
yard. Do you know what I mean?
That's 'cause it was sponsored by the Bushes.
Yeah, fair play.
Libya was legit. Gaddafi was actually pretty cool, I heard.
He was trying to get him off the gold standard, wasn't he? Onto like he was
so
trying to
it's-
get him into
so
their
it's
own
bad luck.
Libyan their own African currency by the gold
based on
standard
African gold.
rather than the US dollar.
And they trade oil in it from Africa as well.
That's it.
That never goes well.
Anyone ever tries to do that? they
Iran's
always-
the last one, I think.
Oh really?
Yeah.
There
There
you
was
go.
a big list, wasn't there?
Yeah. Again in 1209, in year 5 of his reign, a coalition of Libyans, along with, you're gonna like this, some motherfucking sea people.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the Libyans and the sea people decided to move into Egypt's land. We hear about.
You move by land, we'll obviously take the boats.
We'll take the boats, lads. Maybe we'll chop down a river. We hear about this in an extended record. A large little stele, a slab of stone covered with art and hieroglyphics.
Nice.
Records Merneptah's war against the Libyans, and it goes into great detail on the context and the battles. The Merneptah stele, by the way, this is worth mentioning. Also, on the last few lines, mentions his wars in Canaan, as well as the Merneptah stele is considered to be the first. You're going to like this, the first extra-biblical reference to ancient Israel.
Yeah, boy.
So the first ancient piece of evidence of Israel we've got is in Merneptah stele.
What did it say about Palestine? Anything?
It didn't mention Palestine.
Oh,
by name,
it never
no.
does.
No, it doesn't seem to do that. Considered to be the first extra biblical reference to ancient Israel and ancient history, and is widely considered to be authentic and providing historical information. He calls them in it the wearers of the side lock, the little curly fries
nice.
they have, the little curly fried hair they have.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's nice to see that the tribe of Israel haven't changed their haircut.
Is this the one
They've
where
been
it
rocking the same
references?
haircut.
It doesn't. It's not a kingdom. It's a country.
It references them as like a tribe of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a kingdom or even a country really. Just like this group of weird fucking haircut chavies who have got really weird looking dicks. They're all hanging out with each other.
Yeah. Before they admit that they're a Hebrew, they show you their cock for some reason.
But we'll get back to
See, look how we're distinguished.
funky hair and really strange penises. Imagine seeing that as an Egyptian for the first time. Some dude with a circumcised dick, like, oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, one God, brother.
So, back to his Libyan campaign. Supposedly, a coalition of Libyan tribes under a leader named Maru had gathered together along with the Sea Peoples and mercenaries, and they attempted to invade Egypt from the west. They came in as an army and as a people seeking new places to settle and rule. Naturally, the Egyptians were like, fuck off, bro.
Yeah, no. Not Daddy's pyramids. No, what are you doing? Get away.
Merneptah describes the war as follows. The despicable, wretched ruler of Libya, Maru, the son of Didi...
Sounds like he won. What a wretched piece of shit he was.
The son of
No fire breath.
His dad had a girl's name as well, Didi. Had descended upon the land of Chehinu, or Libya, along with his troops. They include the Cherdin, the Shekelesh, the Akawasha, the Lucians, and the Tersha, and these are all Sea People tribes. And he was calling up
they're all just called Sea People.
Well, they're separate Sea People tribes. And he was calling up every single warrior and able-bodied man of his land. But the Pharaoh, Merneptah, was angry with the Libyans like a lion.
Angry like a lion.
It's also, I like how he refers to himself.
So he slept for like 18 hours a day.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I'm fucking pissed. Someone feed me. All right, back to bed.
Maybe I'll have the wife go deal with this problem.
Yeah.
His troops and chariots went forth with the creator Amun-Ra among them.
Amun-Ra.
They're saying that he was knocking about in the chariots, and the violent Seth assisting them. Every Egyptian soldier...
Seth is the alligator, isn't he?
He is the alligator. So he's saying that Amun-Ra was riding the chariots and Seth was sitting there snapping out the side.
Nice. Two-man chariot.
Yeah,
evidence.
There you go.
It works if you're a croc.
Every Egyptian soldier killed a Libyan. The enemy wallowed in their own blood, and none of them escaped. Behold, the troops of Merneptah made 6 hours of destruction among the Libyans. The wretched chief of Libya fled in the depths of night, all alone. His wives were seized in his presence. So he watched his wives get snatched before he snuck away. And that's the end of his quote on his Steely. I love it just like that. It's called a Steely.
I can't stop thinking about Steely Dan.
It's spelled S-T-E-L-E. It's either Stelly or Steely.
It's got to be a Steely.
It's got to be a Steely, isn't it?
It's like how you record all your shit from battle as well.
Yeah.
What did you get? Loads of good shit, loads of wives.
Yeah.
Had a proper steel up, boy. It was
proper little Steely.
Write me a Steely.
The Chinese are writing their Steelies on paper and this dude has to grave it into rock.
Yeah.
Pissed. Merneptah may have been an elderly figure, but his armies were strong. They marched west against the Libyans, the foot soldiers including spearmen, axemen, chariots. They wreaked great slaughter among the enemy, and like I said, the battle lasted for about 6 hours, which is pretty long for an ancient battle.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's a long old battle. One of the most interesting features of this story are the allies who came with the Libyans. The guys I mentioned earlier, the Sheridan, the Shekish, the Akiwasha, Lucians and the Tarsha. They're the Sea Peoples. Genuinely a mysterious force. We mentioned them earlier. They began to appear in about the early 13th century. Here's the thing. Some of those groups, like the Sheridan or the Shardana, had actually served the pharaohs earlier as mercenaries as well.
Yeah, he can't hold his shit together, man.
Nah, he sort of ISIS'd himself there.
Yeah, he did.
He gave himself a little Al-Qaeda. By the way, I didn't know that the Viet Cong had been previously trained by the Americans as well to fight the Japanese during World War II.
Practice.
It's fucking
That always happens.
Yeah, since ancient times, bruv, apparently. Absolutely. We need to stop training people.
Yeah.
We need to worry about what those Ukrainians are going to do in 10 years'
focus
time.
on the Gurkhas. Make sure they're not going to do anything next. Because they're fucking cool.
Just keep the Gurkhas about. Let them come over here. But, so these are all like loose-knit, semi-independent groups. They're making their way across the Eastern Mediterranean, the Near East around this time. And some of the Sea People didn't want to serve Egypt anymore, so they knocked in with the Libyans.
Nice.
Rude Sea People, bro. But actually, I think they were just happy to raid. I think they love to raid up.
Yeah.
This is why I think they're time-travelling Vikings.
Totally.
Love to raid.
but like the Christian Vikings. Because if all this didn't fall apart, then Christendom wouldn't be a thing, would it? You had to free the Israelites.
It's very true.
And the Hebrews.
It is very true. Curiously, it is the reign of Merneptah that we get one of our earliest reference to a battle against the Sea Peoples. Everyone else had just been running scared of them.
Quick, get my steely!
I'm the first chavvy to step up to these fucking nutters. Merneptah's war were a successful exercise in Egyptian imperial military power, but his reign wasn't just about bloodshed and conquest, bro. While the Egyptian army faced some major threats, the land overall was still prosperous and relatively peaceful. Apart from the wars he's having abroad.
Yeah.
The rest of it was fucking cushy, bruv.
The Nile was nice.
Yeah, it was all looking good down there.
Except from the Crocs.
Yeah, Seth knocking about. Watch out for him. Snappy motherfuckers. Merneptah was just as active as a diplomat as he was a warlord. During his reign, we even get an example of international aid.
Nice.
Yeah, sometime during Merneptah's reign.
Set a precedent.
He did, didn't he?
He collected all the taxes and gave it straight to Ukraine.
No, well, the Egyptian government learned that a famine had been sweeping through the land of Hatti, not Haiti, Hatti. Hatti, or the Hittite kingdom.
Oh, the Hittites, yeah.
Yeah. Had traditionally been an enemy and rival to Egypt. His own daddy, Ramses. Yeah. But over the past few decades, the two kingdoms had grown closer and formed an alliance.
He's a real Biden, isn't he?
He is a proper Biden.
Like when he gave all that money to Iran. Do you remember that?
He did, didn't he?
Yeah,
a lot of money to Iran at the start. And then what happens? Following a great battle during the time of Ramses II, Hatti had subsequently made peace after Ramses fucked him up in that battle we spoke about.
Yeah, they weren't far off to collapse at this point.
Yeah.
So.
And, so when they started suffering like a famine, in one of his texts, Merneptah mentions the famine and how, quote, I caused grain to be taken in ships to sustain the land of the Hittites.
Nice. Good
fella, really. So while Merneptah was a warrior, he could also be a friend, bruv.
Yeah.
Friendly Merneptah. Good guy Merneptah. But it's pretty wild to hear that international fucking...
literal freedom seeds.
Yeah, freedom seeds for everyone. It's pretty nice that even in ancient times they were doing that. He was damn good at that. At home, the king was also a builder. Merneptah had left several significant monuments throughout the Nile Valley. One that is particularly significant is Merneptah's lavish palace. In the early 20th century, archaeologists uncovered the foundations of Merneptah's royal house. The palace was located in the great city of Memphis, one of the major cities in northern Egypt.
He's walking in Memphis.
Yay, nice. Memphis, aka Men-Nefer, or Enduring Beauty, or Hiku Batar, the House of Batar's spirit, was one of Egyptian's oldest administrative capitals. And Merneptah decided, this is where I'm knocking about. This is going to be my yard. This is where I'm living. Which is pretty cool. He liked country music, so of course he moved to Memphis.
Yeah.
Only nowadays, all we got is the foundations, obviously. There ain't much else. We just know it was there. We know the shape of it. Can't tell you how pimped out it was.
Oh, it's definitely pimped out.
Oh, 1,000%.
That's why it fell over.
He's stealing gold. Fucking stealing Libyans.
Imagine the bedroom you need to smash a goddess.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's going to have to be a pretty pimp palace, isn't it?
It's got to be a 5-poster bed, bro.
Yeah, that's got to be one fucking bachelor pad to be able to get a fucking goddess in there.
You know, Bugattis.
They reckon they can reconstruct, scholars reckon they can reconstruct the ancient house of this pharaoh. They reckon they can see the elaborate halls in which Merneptah held court and conducted ceremonies of victory. And they reckon they can also build up the private apartments in which Merneptah may have rested during his visits to the capital. So there must have been a lot of these foundations, bruv.
Yeah.
Fucking fair few of them.
Yeah, it must be, wings.
Yeah. No one's talking about the size of his bedroom. Not just one big slab. No one's
talking. That's how I'd do it.
Yeah?
One big slab, bruv.
Just a box.
Get it poured in a day.
Maybe a triangle-shaped box.
Big triangle grave. That's what I'd do.
But so the reign of Merneptah is like pretty important for modern archaeologists to be able to get a glimpse of what ancient Egypt pharaohs lived like.
Yeah.
So we got an idea of it because of Merneptah and them finding his palace, which is cool.
So carve me up a homie. Let's transfer some of the stuffs from the Steely to the homie.
Unfortunately, even the most successful regimes carry the seeds of their own destruction. Merneptah's is no different, bruv. Like I mentioned, he wasn't the eldest son of Ramses II, and King Ramses had ruled for so long, more than 65 years, that the Egyptian government was effectively his entire product, bruv.
Yeah.
By the time Ramses died, the entire country was populated by people who did not know any other rulers. They only knew Ramses.
Oh, nice.
And that kind of transition was going to be a little bit difficult for Merneptah. If he was too different to his dad, it might cause an upset in the pre-established political structure. There was also the problem of Merneptah's own family, bruv. Merneptah was son 13, but Ramses II had fuckloads of kids, and many of those children ended up with kids of their own.
They've all got claims. 13 sets of claims, bro. Fuck that.
Loads, bruv. He's dealing with a lot of bullshit, bruv. Like, that would be wild. You've got to fight all your nephews like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Moses turns up, you're like, what?
Not again. More fucking kids just fucking with me. As a result, by the time Ramses II died, the royal family, in its most basic sense, numbered dozens, even hundreds of individuals, bruv. He's got a lot of nephews to fight off. 12 fucking high ruling pimps.
Just starve them out.
Just 12, like, imagine Saddam Hussein had some disgusting, horrible children who did mad shit, right? They got 12 of them and they got kids.
Yeah, imagine that.
That place must have been wild in, bruv.
Al-Baghdadi, bruv.
Al-Baghdadi and everywhere. So many of these people, lesser sons, grandsons, daughters and granddaughters, they were uncomfortably placed in government positions or moved into semi-retirement to live a life of luxury with no particular problem.
To keep them all sweet.
That's it, keep them all happy. It's not a bad deal, though. I ain't going to kick up if you're doing that.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Sort me out a little pimp palace. Do what you want, mate.
Then when you die, I'll start some trouble.
Then I'll start some shit, yeah. Because you're giving me the resources, hey?
Yeah.
So there's always more who wanted more power because motherfuckers are greedy. When Merneptah came to power, he inherited a vast array of government individuals, all of whom had been appointed by his dad. And for the first 5 or 6 years, Merneptah seemed to have maintained the status quo. But around year 7 or 8, historians have noticed that many high-ranking officials suddenly start to disappear and change.
Yeah, well, that will happen in the mystical pagan world.
Yeah, of course it was.
They just disappear.
They're just gone.
He went with the sea fairy. Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah, he's the alligator god now.
We left him in Libya. He's got a knife up his booty hole.
Yeah, he's in a drain. Being sodomised with a deadly weapon.
So he starts appointing all of his own new chavies as well after 6 or 7 years. The king's motives are entirely unknown. Perhaps he was concerned that some individuals were getting too old, or perhaps he's trying to strengthen his own power. You know what I mean? Flex his muscles a bit. But one individual is particularly significant. During Merneptah's early reign, the viceroy of Kush, the king's governor in Sudan or Nubia, was a man named Mesui. But Mesui, Merneptah fired Mesui and replaced him with another man. Historians suspect that this individual, Mesui, was actually known by another name, Amen Messi.
Ah.
The two names are identical.
Great footballer.
Yeah, Amen Messi. The two names are identical except for the inclusion of Amen or Amun, the name of a god.
Yeah.
So this geezer, Messi, or Mesui, may have been, when he got a higher rank, may have given himself a god title before his name.
Oh, yeah, like the pharaohs.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so Amun Messi and Messi, pretty much probably the same geezer, a lot of historians reckon. And this is significant because Amun Messi was going to cause a great deal of trouble in the future. Sometimes after he lost his job as the governor of Sudan, Amun Messi led a rebellion against the Egyptian royal house. And he seems to have tried to claim the throne for himself. But if that is accurate, the historians have read the evidence correctly, then the troubles that afflicted the late 19th dynasty may have started here in year 7 or 8 when Merneptah fired him.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. He's already mature. He's already 50 when he finally takes the throne, like I said, and his reign lasted 10 or maybe 12 to 13 years. People aren't sure. So he was in his 60s before he died. But but his decisions, particularly his reorganisation of the government, were going to have lingering effects for many years to come, bruv. 2nd of May, our date in history, 1203 BC. Ba-bam, bam, bam. Merneptah dies
Oh,
from being old as fuck.
being shit.
Being old and covered in shit. He was healing out.
Yeah,
so they
he's
were
like,
like,
"Oh, Leggett, more shit."
just rub me in turds, boys.
So this is strong stuff, this gear. You might overdose on this one.
This one's straight from the source, and someone's crouching over him doing a turnout.
Yeah, he's feeding dudes. Like that Fallout guy from the Brotherhood of Steel. Oh, that's why I'm so fat. I was a shitter. They used to feed me and I'd poop for the flies.
Yeah, so he had a shitter just laying logs on him, and I think that he probably chose to die from there. So with Merneptah dying, right, there's a rift caused by his political changes. It starts turning into a full-blown civil war.
Oh dear.
King's chosen heir, Prince Seti II, versus the Viceroy of Kush, Mesi.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bruv. Scholars Kenneth Kitchen and Jürgen von Beckerath have theorised that Mesi usurped the throne from Seti Merneptah, so the chosen heir, who was Merneptah's son and crown prince, and who should have been next in line of the royal succession. It's unclear how this would have happened, but Kitchen has written that Mesi may have taken advantage of a momentary weakness of Seti Merneptah, or seized power when the crown prince was knocking about Asia.
Yeah.
So the crown
He's
prince...
just out and he's turned up in this chair. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
This is the royal chair, innit?
It's
Now I'm sat
been
here.
It's governor of Kush, ain't I?
Yeah, I got his rings, I got his wives.
Look at me, looking good up here.
Reefer madness.
Have you heard my name? It's not just Messi anymore. I'm Armand Messi, bruv.
Oh shit.
But yeah, that's the story of Merneptah, bruv.
Fair play, Merneptah. You sucked.
Yeah.
Didn't build no pyramids.
Didn't
Your house
build
has
no
fallen
pyramids.
over.
Yeah. Covered in shit.
Yep. Lost to the sea people.
No, he smashed the sea people. He smashed them.
But look how angry he was in his little thing. Like, those fucking wretched little bitch sea people. He wasn't breathing fire then, was he?
He's the first Chavi who stood up to him and didn't just run from him.
And then what happened? His empire fell.
His empire fell, yeah.
That's what happens when you fuck with the sea people.
His dynasty fell because his son didn't take power.
Yep. Seti.
I wonder if...
Too much time on the settee.
Too much time on the city. Didn't have enough of a crocodile face to be snapping from the side of a chariot.
Yeah, that's it.
You know
what
what I
happened to your crocky mates?
Yeah, they're all gone, bruv.
They didn't eat Kush, man, did they? Starting to think it's all lies.
But yeah, Messi, turns out, sick footballer, pretty good usurper.
Yeah,
so
not
good
bad.
that he gave himself a god title.
Yep. Serped it up.
Serped it up.
Serping USA. Serping our Memphis.
Yeah, that's Browsing History this week, guys. Peace out.
Sweet git. Sphinx it.